Hello, everybody. My name is Jim. This is More Sunshine, Please, the Tuesday night live stream. How are you doing? This is my final live stream of 2020. So maybe a little bit of a look back. My top 15 list will also be a bit of a look back, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's check the chat. All right, today's gold medalist, first one in the chat, Noah. Congratulations. How you doing, Noah? Our silver medalist, Super Fluffy Yeti. Welcome in. And a new bronze medalist today, Sister Sunshine. Congratulations on reaching the medal stand. James Ryan, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Uper Wisdom Videos is also here. Good to see you as well. Pepper Tree Villa. I'm not ready for Pepper Tree Villa. Hang on. I'm not there. There we go. Sorry, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. Pepper Tree Villa, thank you so much for being here. Faith, Hope, and Disney. That's Barbara. Welcome in. Thank you, everybody. It's good to see you. If you were watching Pete McDevitt's channel on Sunday, perhaps you saw me on there. If you didn't see it, he interviewed me. If you didn't see that, check out his channel. It's his Disney Innovator interview show. I was on for, I don't know, a good hour and a half or so. And he was asking me a bunch of silly questions. That was a great amount of fun. So, Pete, thank you so much for having me on. And it was fun to try to navigate those questions, trying to answer them safely. Also, yesterday, Pepper Tree Villa had their The Taste of New Year's last night with Kelly from the Mickey Bunch and Donna Jaworski and Samantha Lowe. And their niece Megan was on. That was fun. I caught the very end of it. I'm going to have to see the rest of it later. That's the great thing about these live streams is if you miss them, you can go back and catch up on them and watch them. Disney Nerd Herders are here. Nerds! Well, welcome in. Are you guys traveling now? Are you back? Are you still in Florida? I don't know the status. I've been so busy here at home. I haven't been able to follow a lot of my favorite channels and know what's going on with everybody. So if you're traveling, please stay safe. And if you're home, welcome home. And they got home around 1 o'clock today. Oh, welcome back. Very cool. Car Key is here. Welcome in. So everybody, thank you for being here. And this came up. Mr. Fulton Mraz, welcome in. This last show of 2020 came up so quickly. Well, it didn't really, but I was not. I didn't think about this until it was too late, but this is a fantastic look back opportunity. So I would like to do that. However, I didn't write anything down, so it'll be very unorganized, but I do want to acknowledge that the people that I got to meet this year at the parks, for example, welcome in, Captain Akron. James Ryan. If it weren't for James Ryan reaching out, I would not have been able to meet him. But not only him, I got to meet, because of him, Diz Our Dream, Jeff and Angela and their family, the Dufilly crew, Ron and Meredith and their family. I got to meet Karen Cook. That was very cool. Rob Fuzz is here. Hello, Rob. And Mara and Memphis, welcome in. Who else was on that trip? I don't want to leave anybody out. but also while I was in the park with James Ryan on another trip, I got to meet Carlos, Disney World Freak, Corey from Corey Meets World. I finally got to meet him. I saw Steve from Steve's World again. I've seen him 3 times now. Very cool. The Disney Nerd Herders, of course, again, which is always a blast. And their family, Laura and Jamie, and the rest of their fam. I know I'm probably leaving. I got to meet Dean and his brother Epcot Bob back in February. It was so long ago, I almost forgot. But I met them at Hollywood Studios, and we got to we all rode Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance together for the very first time, all of us. So that was a blast and quite awesome. And this autumn, I was live streaming from Epcot, and I saw Epcot Bob again. So it's so cool to run into people in the parks, and I hope that continues because it's so much fun. It's so interesting. It's awesome to see these people you only see on YouTube. To finally see them in the park is wonderful. Innocents Abroad, welcome in, and Keith BDF, the BFD of YouTube, welcome in, and got to hang with Walt and Melissa again, Mouse Talk, and I know I'm forgetting people, whether I've met them for the first time or got to hang with them again. Bob and Ashley got to hang with them in the parks. Downscale, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Pass holder Trav, Talia, that whole crew that hangs out together. Yeah, it'll come. Others will come to me, I'm sure. But speaking of the Disney Nerd Herders, I had next to me a box that they had sent me. A box full of Christmas goodies, and one of the and a bunch of chocolates and a bunch of sweet Christmas treats, which was fantastic. But also my very first another gift in their box was my very first pair of Christmas socks, and these are Florida themed, and these are awesome. And I wanted to, I felt bad because I had the box right next to me and I forgot to acknowledge it and thank them for sending that gift. It was quite wonderful. So Disney Nerd Herders, thank you very much. And Downscale, $5 super chat. Happy New Year to yours. Thank you so very much for that. Quite generous, and Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you very much. Also, there was reached some milestones this year. I did reached 1,000 subscribers, which was fantastic. I reached 4,000 watch hours, which you put those together and you're eligible for YouTube monetization, which I did achieve this year. So that was achievable due in no small part to all of you watching me right now. Thank you so much for watching me, playing my playlists, and making that happen in 2020. That was, I remember the summer, the spring and summer, the push to get that and to try to achieve those things was actually quite fun. And hopefully it was fun for everybody watching. But going on live, doing more live streams than I had ever done before, sometimes sitting down for 3 and 4 hours at a time just to have a show, which was a blast. I really enjoyed doing that. And what I did quite often was we played trivia on those live streams, specifically through a website called Sporkle. And this summer, we played a lot of Sporcle. And Sporcle is a website, sporcle.com, Sporcle. And it's a website full of trivia games. And you think of a topic, and they probably have a trivia game about that topic. So we did a lot of that: Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, United States trivia. It was oh, thank you. That's right. I didn't invent the Rob Fuzz. You invented the Rob Fuzz. I just put a spotlight on it. That's all I did. But that was good. Thank you, PTV. Those were fun. I'm glad you liked them. And I saw a comment in there about my beard. I'm not trying to grow a beard. I've just been lazy and busy and haven't been shaving. Rachel loves Disney. Welcome in. Also, Addiction Mouse. Good to see you, and thank you so much for being here. I'm glad everybody's or many of you are saying you enjoyed the Sporcle trivia contest. I would, as I was thinking about it, I enjoyed that quite a bit as well. Diz Life of Ours. Happy holidays. Maybe we'll do a quick one right here. But first, I talked to my mom the other day, and they were driving back somewhere, and they heard on the radio a song from Darlene Love. You may know Darlene Love best from the Lethal Weapon movies. No, you might know her best from her rock and roll Christmas song, Christmas Baby Please Come Home. Especially this time of year. You've probably heard it a handful of times, and it's probably the best rock and roll Christmas song that there is. Well, she asked me if I ever heard a song from her called Johnny, and I had not. And they had not until that day, and it was Johnny by Darlene Love. Is another Phil Spector produced song. I was going to say hit, but it wasn't a hit. It was not released as a single, I don't believe. I'm going to play a bit of it right now. Monetization is in danger, but this may sound familiar to you. Hello, Pearl Manhattan. So I heard that for the first time today. I thought that was certainly, if you're familiar with Christmas Baby Please Come Home, that is that sounds very familiar to you because it's the same music. They switched up the words and switched Christmas to Johnny. And maybe some of you out there know, Wanda, welcome in. Maybe you know the story about this better than I do. But I think what my mom told me was that they had that song at the ready in case the Christmas one didn't take off. They would release that one as a single, a rock and roll single. And as it turned out, the Christmas song was popular. So this one was shelved or something. I don't know exactly what the actual story is. I may have made that up. But that song was very interesting to hear. And so thank you, Mom, for highlighting that, pointing that out, letting me hear that version of that. Clearly, Darlene Love, the voice is the same. The lyrics are just different. And it's like when you hear a foreign language version of a song that you love, it's kind of like that. Just the lyrics are different. If anybody has the album, the CD of the album Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys, which is regarded as one of the best albums ever made or something like that. I don't know. But there's a song on there called I Know There's an Answer. But the CD had an alternate version Same music, but different title called "Hang On to Your Ego." It's the same thing, because the lyrics are different. They're singing different words, and so hearing that kind of reminded me of stuff like that too. But Soulful Music 100, welcome in. Thanks for being here. What an apt name for the music I just played. I hope you got to hear it. But Pinky Tuscadero, interesting. Wait, who was that? That was who's that actress? There was Pinky and Leather, but the actress was an actual musician. I can't remember. Anyway, if you guys are interested, and even if you're not, I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm going to play one Sporkle trivia game just as kind of an homage to what we did this summer, as a look back. I picked the first. Francisco, welcome in. I picked the first movie trivia game. Susie Quattro, thank you, Amy, my sister. That was Susie Quattro was Leather Tuscad. I don't remember anymore. Leather and Pinky. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Sorry. Okay, so let me share this screen. We'll play this really quick. Here it is. I hope it works well. Let's see. Let me move this over this screen. All right. And then perhaps I can go full screen here. Hey, I did it. Okay. So this one, man, I haven't done Sporkle since this summer. Can you correctly choose the missing word from these 5-word movie titles? I can't imagine this is terribly difficult. But this quiz was updated just today. Maybe uploaded. I don't know, but already 20,000 people have played it. So what we're going to do is I switched to stopwatch so our time doesn't run out. We're just going to do this. Where's the play button? There it is. Okay. All right. This should be pretty easy. I mean, I'm a movie nerd anyway. So I'd imagine this is not going to be terribly difficult, which is A-okay by me. So Captain America, the Blank Soldier. I see Wanda is on this right away. That's the Winter Soldier, of course, from 2014. All right. The Blank, Beyond the Pines. Okay, I'm already stumped. I guess I was too big for my britches, and I don't know this one right off the bat. Never heard of this movie. It's from 2012. I'm guessing The Place and Innocents Abroad is an Addiction Mouse. Also say Place. So I'm going to go with it, and it's correct. Thank you. Noah was there too. The Blank in the Woods from 2011. I think this is Cabin, but I'm going to wait for verification in the chat. People talking about Susie Quattro. I honestly didn't know till a few years ago that Susie Quattro was a person, like a musician rather, and then that she was on Happy Days. I think she's from Detroit. Amy, can you verify that Susie Quattro is from Detroit? Everybody's saying Cabin. Let's go for it. The Cabin in the Woods is correct. Scott Pilgrim versus the Blank from 2010. I did see this movie. Stars Michael Cera and other people. I don't know. But I do know this. Waiting for verification. Innocents Abroad does concur that it is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That is right. Okay. The Blank of Wall Street from 2013. Again, saw this movie. I do know this answer. Waiting for verification. And as I wait, I will say hello to Cynthia. Welcome into the chat. Thanks for being here. So as I wait, I see Cynthia is on it. The Wolf of The Wolf of Wall Street. That is correct. Okay. X-Men, blank of future past. I have not seen this movie. I have a feeling I know what the answer is, but I need verification in the chat. So I will wait for people to answer this for me. Diction Mouse, Noah, all over it. Days of Future Past. Cynthia there. And it's correct. This movie is on Disney Plus now. Percy Jackson, Sea of Blank from 2013. I have seen this. I think I've seen it within the past year. And Noah's all over it. Sea of Monsters, of course. Sea of Thieves. Do you not know the answer, This Life of Ours? Are you messing with me? Are you throwing me off? No, it is Sea of Monsters, now on Disney Plus. The blank that Jack built. Now, I didn't know this was a movie. From 2018. Never saw it. Don't know who's in it. Don't know what it's about. So I will need help. Oh, there we go. It jumped on me. Susie Quattro was from Detroit and is 70 years old. Wow. So she was older on Happy Days than I thought. Because I thought she was a teenager. Well, maybe she was. No, I don't know. I don't know. People are saying house, the house that Jack built. That's what I would have guessed. And it's correct. Thank you, Mar. Soulful Music 100 was there too. Snow White and the Blank from 2012. I never saw this, but I do know the answer. And I believe I know the answer. Snow White. Yeah, I think. But let's see if you guys do. Susie Quattro. I thought. So she played the older of the Tuscadero sisters on. I don't know. The Fonz is 75. And killing it on Barry. He is a Emmy Award winner now, Henry Winkler is. And he's very good on that show. Stevie Lee, welcome in. Roz Kelly played Pinky. Thank you, Pearl. Susie played Leather, the younger sister. So she was younger. She was quite young, but or maybe she just looked younger. Okay, Snow White and the Huntsman, right? I'm lost. Not the Yeti. Nerd Herders. Yeah, Mars got it. Noah was there with the Huntsman. Okay. Salmon Fishing in the Blank from 2011. I do remember this movie. Never saw it. But I remember, I think it was the Golden Globes, and Will Ferrell and what's her name? She was just in the Wonder Woman movie from Saturday Night Live. Kristen Wiig. They were presenting an award, and they were trying to be funny up there, and they were funny up there. And their bit was that of the movies they were reading the nominees, and of the movies they had no idea what they were, and they were just making up what they thought they were about. And salmon fishing in the Yemen, which is the correct answer, was one of them, and they were just making up a story about what they thought that was. I think it's a clip on YouTube if you want to look it up, and they were just kind of probably improvising. How to Train Your Donkey, of course. No, I think I'm wrong about that. But Addiction Mouse is there with Dragon. Yeah, that's an easy one. The Secret Blank of Pets. Did I see this? Super Fluffy Yeti was there with dragons, so was This Life of Ours. Life, Diction Mouse, Cynthia's there. The Secret Life of Pets. Excellent. Where are we, by the way? We're on question 13. We have 8 remaining. All right. Hope you're enjoying this. Although it's, for the most part, not terribly difficult. Blank, a Star Wars story. This is Solo. Is Eddie Murphy in How to Train Your Donkey? Maybe. That would work. This Life of Ours, Cynthia, Mar, all have Solo, a Star Wars story, which I liked. I dug that movie. Next, Blank in Cell Block 99 from 2017. Oh, I don't know this. I do not know this movie. I would have to Google that one. Dinner to me doesn't sound like it's the correct answer. Or Sleeping. If I had to guess, it's one of the top two, Brawl or Love. And frankly, probably Love. Wanda says it's Love. Are you guessing or do you know? It doesn't matter to me. I don't. Whatever. My first guess would be Love in Cell Block 99, but I do not know. Francisco is saying it is Brawl. Mara would guess Brawl. Okay, I'll guess Brawl. Hey, it's right. It was Brawl. Good work, gang. The Lost City of Blank from 2016. So these are the Lost City of... I don't think it's Z. There was a World War Z movie, and I think I would have made note of that there are so many movies with the letter Z in it. So I'm guessing that wasn't it. Paul Engel, good to see you. Thanks for being here. The Lost City. Downscale says Q. That doesn't happen to be one of the choices, but the Lost City of Gold also, Nerd Herders, not an option. Noah is telling me it is Z. The Lost City of Z. Does Z mean like sleep, like catching some Z's? And is it lost because everybody was asleep? That doesn't make sense. That's not even funny, Jim. What are you doing? I'm gonna click Z. Omar says Google says Z, and Google's right. Okay. The Girl on the Blank from 2016. So it's a mode of transportation the girl was on from 2016. The train, the girl on the train. That sounds the most cinematic. But it could be the girl on the bus if it's like a biopic or something like that. The girl on the plane, I don't know about that. But Paul is saying train, so does Amy. Stevie Lee says train. Cynthia's never heard of it either. As have I. But we're going to go for this. The Girl on the Train. Yeah, it's the most cinematic. Okay, Blank on the Orient Express from 2017. Well, this is an Agatha Christie story, correct? And this movie, if I recall, I haven't seen it, but Johnny Depp is in it. No, Josh Gad, Daisy Ridley is in it. Kenneth Branagh, or did Kenneth Branagh direct it? Maybe both. I don't know. But it is Murder on the Orient Express, and I see Paul is there. This Life of Ours is also there with the answer, as many of you are. There it is. All right. Uh-oh. Blank is the warmest color from 2013. Red, orange, pink, or blue. I don't know this. Never heard of this movie. I'm guessing it's I would guess it's blue, because certainly blue is not the warmest of colors. But whatever the movie's about, perhaps is blue an emotion here? Are the characters blue? Are we just being ironic? I don't know. Man, my phone is blowing up, and it's my department at work, and I wish they would stop texting each other in the group. You know what I mean? I don't. Oh, I'll catch up with them after the live stream. Surf Bum, welcome in. Surf Bum says red, and Noah says blue. Downscale says red. Or blue. Mara's sticking with Google. Navi is the warmest color. Question. So is it red or blue? Mara says Google says blue. Super Fluffy Yeti says blue is happy for deep people. Mauve is not one of the... I'm going to say blue. Addiction Mouse says my mood ring says blue. And the answer is blue. All right. Thank you, Google. Far from the Matting blank from 2015. Never saw this, but I think I'm familiar with it. I think I know this answer. This Life of Ours says crowd, and that's what I was leaning toward. That title just sounds familiar to me. Far from the Matting crowd. I haven't seen it. Wanda also says crowd. I'm going to go for it. And it was correct. Blank Runner, The Scorch Trials from 2015. And I believe this is a sequel. And the runner, I think I know this. Oh, I see. The word maize is on there twice, but one is the color, or how some people refer to corn, and the other is a game. Nerd herders say maize without the I, as everybody else is. Noah and Wanda and Amy and Stevie, and I'm going to go for it. Everybody knows this. Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, I believe, was the sequel. Excellent. Is that it? Hey, that was it. 100%. Fantastic, gang. Well done. That was fun. It was a nice look back at Sporkle. Again, I did a lot of Sporkle this summer, trying to get my my watch hours, and thankfully people enjoyed it quite a bit. I did a 4-hour live stream this summer playing Sporkle, and it went by like that. I can get lost in that. Sporkle.com if anybody's interested. So thank you. It is 7:30. It is now time to introduce today's guest. Today's guest is, perhaps you haven't seen today's guest in a movie or TV show, but I think you'll enjoy this guest. Pepper Tree Villa has Lofi. Today, I've got, well, I don't really have a name for this snowman, for this plush snowman, but I'm looking for names. So if anybody can come up with a good name for this guy. Mouse Talk, welcome in. Can you let me know, are you guys still on hiatus, or are you doing a show this evening? I need a name for my snowman. It can't be Lofi. We've got Muffin, Fuzzy, Fred. Mouse Talk is still on hiatus. Happy birthday to you, by the way. To Walt, that is. I could name him Walt. No, it's just people saying hi to Walt. Okay. Jolly, Snowfy. Oh, I kind of like that, Noah. Lofi and Snowfy. And it kind of sounds like Sophie. So this could be a snow lady. I don't know. It's Uncle Frosty. Softy or Softy? Fluffy? These are all good. They would all work. I'm going to sit on that for a bit. I do like Snowfy, though. Fallow the Snow Person. Slushy. These are all good. No, not the boy. I can't call it the boy. Already got the boy. Snopey. Snopey. Peep. These are all very good. I don't know if I can decide. Oh, Olaf backwards. Thank you for clearing that up. Now I like that so much better than I did the first time. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to say I didn't like your idea, but now I do like it. Rounder, Blizzard, Puddle. I got Puddle in here. This was the first one. I do wet my whistle. Winter, Shelly, welcome in. Snopey. I do like that, like the Snope that they have at Disney. Would be a nod to that. Vanilla Ice, Snopey. Snopey. All right, we've got a name. Snopey. Welcome today's guest, Snopey. Hello, Snopey. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. All right, it is time for my top 15 list. And I wanted to look back at something. And as I had mentioned earlier before, I am a movie nerd. And I saw a lot of things this year. I saw a lot of movies. So today's list, Jim's top 15 movies he's seen in 2020. Movies I've seen for the first time in the year 2020. Now, some of these may have been released in 2019, but I saw them in 2020. Also, I saw a bunch of movies on Disney Plus for the first time, like a bunch of older from the Disney catalog movies, like that list I had. I can't think of a single one off that list. The Fox and the Hound, for example, or High School Musical. I saw that for the first time, but these were released years ago. I wanted to keep this list very recent movies, either released in 2020 or in 2019. So these are recent movies that I saw in 2020, and these are the top 15. It was a challenge to try to remember what I saw because I didn't write this down. I didn't know I was going to make this list when I was watching these movies. I should have. Starting in 2021, I'm going to write down everything I watch so that a year from now I can more easily make this list. So, yeah, let's get into it. One, I will say though, before I begin, one movie that is not on this list is Wonder Woman 1984. We watched it on Christmas, and it was okay. It just did not make my list. Top 15 movies I saw in 2020. Here we go. At number 15 is a Chris Hemsworth movie, Netflix movie called Extraction. And saw this a long time ago. I can't even tell you exactly what it's about, but I remember the action in it was interesting. There's a car chase in particular where the camera moves from outside the camera during the chase to inside the vehicle. Wait a minute, what did I say? The camera started out outside the vehicle that Chris Hemsworth is in, and it ends up going through the vehicle. And so then the angle is of Chris Hemsworth driving the car from the interior of the vehicle. It was really cool. I believe this movie was directed by a longtime stuntman. So the action is pretty good. And it was quite violent, if I remember correctly. Bill, Magic of the Mouse TV, welcome in. Good to see you. I wish you'd named this Jim's Top 10 and then started with -5. That'd be hilarious. I should have. Coming up through Dean of the Live Place in the new year, we're all going to do shows with top 10 lists. Well, I do a top 15 list every show, so that's a great idea for that. I will be doing a top 10 list starting with -5. I like that. That's what we're doing. Thank you for that idea. Okay, so Extraction, number 15. Number 14 on the list of movies I saw this past year. I just saw this last week, so I guess it's on my mind, but it was better than I thought it would be. Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga. This is Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams as the band Fire Saga, and they are from Iceland. If you are not familiar with Eurovision, this is a song contest that they do overseas every year. Well, every year except 2020, I guess. But I would imagine this movie would be even better if I had more of an understanding of Eurovision, of that contest. This is something they televise every year. I don't remember how many countries are involved. Let's say 50, maybe more. But every country has a musical act that they probably do a tournament in their own country to come up with a winner that will then represent that country in the Eurovision Song Contest. And then I think they choose one song to perform, and then they perform that every stage of the Eurovision contest. Iceland has never won the Eurovision contest. And this is a contest that's been going on since the 50s. I think 1956, maybe 53. I can't remember. But learning about the Eurovision Song Contest was interesting. Danny, welcome in. Good to see you. But wait a minute. Hang on. I saw Charlie or Stacy. We love Eurovision. Play Ya Ya Ding Dong. Play it. I don't have it to play. But Ya Ya Ding Dong is a song that they play in the movie. And it's comical. The movie also features a lot of former Eurovision contestants and or winners, which I didn't know until after I saw the movie, so I didn't recognize any of them because very few of these Eurovision artists go on to achieve success in the United States. Notably, ABBA won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1973. And I think they were the biggest act to ever come out of that. And they won for, they're from Sweden, of course. So, I'm sorry. I've abandoned and neglected the chat. Soulful Music is right there. I see. Yes. We were watching ABBA videos just the other day, playing them for my daughter. They dress funny. So let's see. James has a bit of knowledge here. Eurovision is quite an honor. Past winners include ABBA. Oh, I don't know. Oh, Eras 2. I do know that song. Okay. Interesting. But you would think that the winners of such a prestigious and giant contest would maybe have more international or more success in the United States, but I guess not. Perhaps a lot of these songs are sung in other languages, which is why they're not crossing over. Anyway, back to the movie. The movie, there's quite a bit of music in it. Like I said, I put off watching this movie because I didn't think it was going to be very good. As it turns out, it was better than I thought it would be. It is number 14 on my list. I think it's on Netflix, maybe. My sister voting for ABBA for. So the Bee Gees never entered. I guess not. they were already musical artists. I don't know if it's like the Olympics and you got to be amateur. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the rules. But check out the movie and maybe get an understanding of the contest through the movie, as I did. Oh, whatever. Let's move on. Number 13 on my list of the movies I saw in 2020. Ford versus Ferrari. This was up for a bunch of Oscars. Stars Matt Damon, Christian Bale. It was very good. The driving sequences were very good. The acting was very good. True story. I don't know how many liberties were taken with the story, but it was very good. So you guys know about this movie. And I say that because I can't think of anything else to say about it myself. Number 12 on my list, The Irishman. This is a Martin Scorsese film, also up for a number of Oscars. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Ray Romano, others. I can't remember. But it was very good. Very long movie. But if you love Martin Scorsese gangster movies, you're going to like this one. It's very good. Weird that it was not released in theaters. But and they did the anti-aging CGI on the characters to make them look younger, because the movie starts out, I think it starts out in the 60s. Now I don't remember. But and then it goes up into the 70s and beyond. So for the flashback sequences, or maybe they weren't flashbacks, the movie started out in those years. They needed to make Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci look younger. So the movie is about Robert De Niro's character, who's Irish. He's the Irishman, I suppose. And Al Pacino plays Jimmy Hoffa. So it's about that. Jimmy Hoffa, Teamsters, and the people around them. I don't want to ruin anything, but so it was very good. Long. Make sure you carve out a nice chunk of time for The Irishman if you're interested. I saw Walt had a Bee Gees are fantastic. Their music is still staying alive. Indeed. If I could think of another Bee Gees song to riff on and continue that back and forth with you, Walt, I would, but I cannot. The only one that comes to mind is More Than a Woman, and I can't think of how that would... Okay, let's move on to number 11 of the movies I watched in 2020. Toy Story 4. This may be an unpopular opinion in this community, but the Toy Story movies are not my favorite Pixar movies. They're good, of course, and enjoyable. They're not my... they're not at the top of my list. Toy Story 4 introduced Forky and Ducky and Bunny, and they're all very funny, and they were welcome additions to the Toy Story universe. But this is another movie it's another Pixar movie that's, oh my goodness, we're not where we're supposed to be. We need to get back. There's a whole bunch of Pixar movies like that. You've got Toy Story 4 and Toy Story 3, and I think Toy Story 2 was like that. Toy Story 1 was like that as well. Finding Nemo was like that. Cars was like that. There's a whole bunch of Pixar movies that fall under the category, oh my goodness, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I need to get back. So, number 10 on my list is another movie just like that. Soul, which was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. By the way, for this list, I say this all the time, but this isn't in any scientific order. I've lumped all of the Disney movies together. So, Toy Story and Soul. Soul was another one. It's, oh my goodness, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I need to get back. But it was very good. It reminded me a bit of Inside Out. It reminded me a bit of Finding Nemo, that whole, I need to get back. I need to get there. Nemo's in the tank, needs to get back. But it was awesome. The voice talents of Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey, Angela Bassett, all awesome. The music was great, of course. The world that they built was so inventive. I think Snopey, you liked this too, didn't you? Yeah. It was very good. Of the movies I saw on Christmas Day, this was the best one. Soul and Wonder Woman 1984. Soul was so much better. Touching, funny, all the Pixar goodness. I liked it. Next, number 9. The movies I watched in 2020. Onward. Onward is kind of like that. They were on a quest, but they weren't trying to get back. They were actually trying to get somewhere they'd never been. So it was a little different. So I like that. I like that very much about Onward. Also, I've seen Onward more than I've seen Soul and Toy Story 4. So perhaps that's why I like it more. But I think I just like the story. I like that Chris Pratt and Tom Holland are voicing the main characters. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is good as the mom. Who's the I can't remember who else is in it, but it was the talent in it is very good. I like the world that they created, all the Easter eggs that you can find in there. It was a fun watch. Others, I see that other people enjoyed Onward as well. Good. Again, hey, Kenny, welcome in. I didn't see you right away. Now I do. Happy holidays to you. Let's move on. Number 8 is Frozen 2. Now, I know I've seen this movie more than those other ones that I just talked about. So I'm very familiar with it. We've watched it a few times in our house. And but I like it. It's good. It's funny. Olaf is one of my favorite Disney characters. I've mentioned this the past 3 or 4 weeks. Olaf's Frozen Adventure is a new Christmas favorite of mine. I like that one. Andrew Ford, welcome in. Andrew likes Frozen 2 also. The movie, the story is a bit different. It's sad that the people were trapped in the forest for so long, but it's good. The music is good. It grew on me. I didn't think I liked it as much as the first movie initially, but and maybe I still don't. But it's good. I like it. I've come to appreciate it. That songwriting team, the Lopez, the couple Lopez is their last name. They know how to write songs, and they wrote songs for Frozen 2. They wrote songs for Olaf's Frozen Adventure. I think I just like the songs that they write, but it was a very cool movie. We like it here in this house. Next, hey, Lori Jean Carlson is also here. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Number 7 on my list of the movies that I saw in 2020. Palm Springs. This is a Netflix release starring Andy Samberg. And we saw this many months ago, maybe early on in the staycation that we've experienced this year. But it's a comedy, of course. The story, if you're not familiar, I don't know if I'm spoiling anything by saying this, but it's another take on it's like what they did in Groundhog Day. That's all I'll say about that. But it's funny, and I liked it. I liked what they did with that story. J.K. Simmons is also in it. I'm trying to think of who else. Christine Milioti is right there. She's in it. And again, others, because I can't think of who else was in it. But it's funny and interesting. And if you have Netflix, you have access to it. So Palm Springs, number 6 on my list. The Dead Don't Die. This is a Jim Jarmusch movie. This is a zombie spoof. And we started watching this a couple months ago, and we finished watching it just a couple weeks ago. We returned to it. Bill Murray and Adam Driver, couldn't think of his name. They play small town deputies, sheriffs. I don't know what they're in a town that is experiencing a zombie infestation. And this is it's a comedy. It's funny. There's some interesting casting. Iggy Pop is in this. Carol Kane is in this. Yeah. Anyway, they do some very interesting things I've never seen done in a movie before. They, I don't know if they break the fourth wall, which we've seen that before, but there's some meta jokes going on in this movie. It's very interesting. If you like Bill Murray, you'll like him in this movie. Adam Driver plays a very dry character. It was enjoyable to watch. I liked how different it was. Welcome into the Hitchhiking Bones. Thanks for being here. We're counting down the top movies I watched in 2020. New movies I watched, because I watched a bunch of old ones. I saw Bambi for the first time this year, but I'm not going to put that on the list. Pete, good to see you. Welcome in. So number 5 on the list of movies I saw in 2020, Hamilton. Hamilton was released on Disney Plus this year, and we watched it a number of times. The hype over Hamilton was extensive. It was I thought for sure it can't live up to all this hype, and I'll be honest, the first time I saw it, I thought that was good, but I don't know if this is I don't know if this changed anything in my world. You know what I mean? But I watched it again, and we ended up watching it, putting it on a few times, and just sometimes having it on in the background. And the more I watched it, the more I liked it, the more I appreciated it. The songwriting, which is it's all done by Lin-Manuel Miranda, impressive. He's another one that knows how to write a song. I thought it was great. It's number 5 on my list. I enjoyed watching it every time. I enjoyed Jimmy Fallon and the Roots, with the original cast of Hamilton, released a song. It's on YouTube, and it's what's the name of the song? Helpless. They released a version of that where they're I don't know if it's a cappella or they're playing like children's instruments or what's going on, but I watched that maybe half a dozen times. I got a kick out of seeing them perform that song with the original cast. Anyway, so Hamilton grew on me. It's number 5 on my list. King George was Mara's favorite character. I just like the way he said, John Adams. Let's see. What's next? Number 4 on the list of new movies I saw in 2020. Knives Out. Knives Out, directed by Ryan. Oh man, I wrote nothing down and I can't remember anybody's name. The guy that directed The Last Jedi. Somebody help me out. Ryan. I want to say Murphy. I know that's not it. Ryan. If I say it over and over, perhaps it'll. Ryan, I'll just wait for the chat. Amy, AJC Magic TV, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ryan, come on, chat. You know who I'm talking about. Johnson? Is that it? That didn't even sound right. But I'm going to say thank you, Walt, for putting that in there. It wasn't right. It was Pete. You're welcome. Okay. I don't know about that. No, not Seacrest. Oh, it jumped on me. The Last Jedi was directed by. No, it was not. It was sandwiched by movies directed by J.J. Abrams, but it was Ryan Johnson. But he spells his name funny. It's not Ryan. It's Rian, which may not be funny. But I don't know. No, I'm lost. Yes, Rian. Anyway, Knives Out. Is it a whodunit? Can you call it a whodunit? Anyway, it's very good. The cast, it's an ensemble. It's very good. The main character there is, oh man, I can't think of his name now. 007. Man, I am blanking. All right, now help me with his name. I cannot come up with anybody's name right now. I don't know her name either. I'm not sure I ever knew her name, but I want to say Brad. It's not Brad. Daniel Craig. Thank you, Walt. You're a lifesaver right now. Daniel Craig. Yes, he's the detective, the head detective, trying to figure out what's going on. Chris Evans is in it. Don Johnson, Jamie Lee Curtis. The guy that was in the Fish movie. Man, I cannot. Michael. Anna de Armas. Thank you, Amy. Okay, now who's the Michael that was in the movie? An intense actor, but he can also be funny. But he was in he was Zod. The Fish movie was not the one where the lady was in love with the fish man. I can't even think of the name of that movie. But Michael. Where's Mars? She's got Google there by her fingertips, right? No, not Tom Hanks. No, not Splash. Michael. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Shannon. Thank you, Walt. Michael Shannon is in this. I am wasting time. All right. Is a mermaid a mammal? Yeah, I'd say so. Actually, I don't know. I know that's another live stream. Let's move on. Number 3 on my list of movies I saw in 2020. 1917. This was another movie with a ton of hype on it, but it lived up. It's I had heard it referred to as the best war movie ever made. And anytime anybody ever says that, you gotta, all right, take it easy. We'll see. But it is very good. It's a movie where the movie makers, Sam Mendes is the writer-director, at least director of this movie. And what they did for a great deal of it is they made it so it seems like it's all done in one shot or 2 shots, because there's a definite place where they go from daytime to nighttime. So there's that break in the movie. But like the first half of the movie and the second half of the movie are all seemingly done in one shot. They're not. And I've seen the making of this movie where they show exactly how they did that. And it's very interesting and very good. The choreography, I don't know if that's the right word, the staging of where all the actors had to be and where the cameras had to be, the way they had to mount the cameras so it could go from being on a jib to being handheld, stuff like that. Fascinating. And so the movie follows 2 soldiers that are on a mission to deliver a message, if I remember correctly. And I probably don't. But it was so well done. It was very good. It's a war movie, so it's not, it's not Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's it's pretty heavy. But very very well done. Very good movie. I saw 1917 in 2020. I did. So, did you guys see this? It was extraordinary and thought-provoking indeed, James. Yes. Let's get to number 2 on my list. I don't even remember what I put on it. I can't believe 1917 was 3 on my list. Let's see what I did. Oh, okay. This is why. Another Netflix movie, The Trial of the Chicago 7. This was written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. He's a very good screenwriter. He's directed one or two things as well. This is on Netflix. Another ensemble cast: Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Sacha Baron Cohen, this guy, also this guy. Who else was in this? I'm going to open up an IMDb page here because I can't remember anything. The guy, he's in not the Harry Potter movies, but the prequels. No, I can't think. Trial. Eddie Redmayne. Where am I? Okay. Eddie Redmayne is in it. Is Geritol, does that help this? Yes, please. Yeah, the Fantastic Beasts guy, indeed. Man, this guy, that guy, the other guy. And then there are so many people that weren't in it. Yeah, maybe that's it. I wish it were that. I got a lot of sleep. Downscale with another super chat. Geritol coming at you. Thank you so much for that. You guys are funny. Is my family watching? Maybe they can make some coffee right now. That would be wonderful. Okay. Let's go. I have a visitor.
Are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I can't think of anybody's name. I'm almost done with this.
You need something like
I need to rely on the chat more. Thank you though. The boy, everybody. There he is. Happy New Year, the boy.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Michael Keaton is in that as well. Anyway, another reason I like this is the performances are great, but it was also a history lesson for me because I was not terribly versed on this whole thing. I had heard of it, and I knew some of the players in it, but I didn't know until I saw this movie exactly what it was about and what was going on. So it was very interesting to me, and it was very well done. So, is the boy less sunshine, please? No, you know what? He just brought in some more sunshine to me. So I'm going to say he's an adequate amount of sunshine, please. Okay. Let's see. What else was I going to say about this? Oh, and then there were 8 of them at the beginning, and then so there weren't necessarily. Anyway, check it out. I recommend this movie highly. I thought it was very good. Okay, so what's number 1 on my list of the movies I saw in 2020? This came out in 2019. I didn't see it till 2020. It was up for some Oscars. I don't know if it won anything, but I think it was my favorite movie of the past year. And it was Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And he's a very good filmmaker, of course. And quite often his movies are hyper violent, and the language is you can't watch. It's not these aren't family films. But I will say this, I don't. Is this his most grown-up movie? I don't know if that's the right phrase, but this wasn't as violent as many of his others. Maybe his least violent. I don't know. Jackie Brown wasn't that. Thank you. I got IMDb up now that I'm done with my list. Where was I? This is the one with Charles Manson. It's Quentin Tarantino has been making his last few movies have toyed with the idea of an alternate ending to these stories. Inglourious Bastards had World War II ending in a different way. Well, not alternate, just like Django Unchained had an ending to the bad characters in there that we would want to see happen to those characters. This is another one of those where this takes place. Sharon Tate is a character in this movie, and it's what would happen if events of the night of Sharon Tate's murder were different. And it was very satisfying. It was very good. The performances were great. Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt are the two main characters. And if you're squeamish about a Quentin Tarantino movie, I wouldn't be about this. This is one of his least violent movies, although there's some good stuff in there. You see characters like Bruce Lee in there. That was an enjoyable scene. Brad Pitt, I think Quentin Tarantino wrote Brad Pitt's character as just the coolest, baddest character in Hollywood. Who wouldn't love to play that? Brad Pitt was lucky. That was a great character. It was a great movie. I enjoyed it very much, and watched certain parts of this movie a few times. It was very good. Okay, that's my list. That was my top 15 movies I saw in 2020. Thank you so much, everybody, for bearing with me. For yeah. All right. Thank you to Snopey, and thank you to everybody helping me name Snopey today. I remembered Snopey's name. Oh, thanks. What a good list. Thank you. Thank you very much. I try. Let's see. I want to thank Dean from The Live Place. TheLivePlace.com is a place where you can go, and he has compiled all of these different live streams. If you like this, often we talk a bit about Disney. We didn't really do that today. A little bit. But so many people on The Live Place have Disney live streams. Cruising live streams is another thing that he has compiled. So check out theliveplace.com for stuff like that. Normally, Mouse Talk would be on at 8 o'clock tonight, but they're on hiatus, well-deserved break. They'll be back in the new year. But at 9 o'clock tonight, the Viapre Project is on. Check them out. The Viapre Project. I should come up with a better screen so you can see Viapre better, so you can spell it if you're not familiar. Check them out. Go to the Live Place. Go to the Live Place. You'll see the Viapre Project is coming up Tuesday night. Gonzo, I believe, has another live stream on Tuesdays, and there are others. I've got to compile all the Tuesday live streamers. I want to do that. Tomorrow, the Disney Nerd Herders. Yes! There it is. Wednesday night live stream. I think they have a show tomorrow. They're back home, so they probably want to show some stuff that they purchased and talk about some of the things they got to do. So I'll be looking forward to that. After the Disney Nerd Herders, we've got D&G Explorers every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And they talk about cruising and Disney. So if you're into one or both of those things, you're all set. Check out D&G Explorers. Rob Fuzz on Fridays, usually at 4 p.m., but that can vary. But Rob always has a fantastic, fun live stream, and he's great. We've got Bob and Ashley on Sundays at 7 p.m. They're on a break as well. I don't think they did a show this past Sunday, and I don't know if they're going to do one. I think they're out of town. I think they went in search of snow, so they left the state, I think. But usually Sundays at 7 p.m. for Bob and Ashley. They're great. Pete McDevitt has a show Sundays and Mondays and Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday perhaps, Saturdays for sure, Sundays definitely, Mondays maybe, I don't know. But check it out. Pete is fantastic. And again, I was on his show this past Sunday. So check that out if you're interested. I had great fun answering his ridiculous questions. Pepper Tree Villa on Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. They just did their The Taste of New Year's yesterday, and they had Donna Jaworski as a guest with Samantha Lowe. Also, Kelly from the Mickey Bunch was on there, and they were trying some delicious hors d'oeuvres and stuff that you would serve on New Year's. It was great fun. I just caught the end of it, but I'm going to go back and watch the complete thing. So Bill's here. Magic of the Mouse Radio, WDIZDB.com. This is an internet radio station playing Disney 24/7. Occasionally, you may even hear my voice on there as a little treat, whatever. But it's very cool. I've been listening to this quite often. Magic of the Mouse Radio. You can find it on 365 Live. Is that what it's called? Check out WDIZDB.com. Those letters right there, and you'll find it there. There's also he was in the chat as well. Thank you so much, everybody. We've got I'm sure somebody else is picking up the Mouse Talk Slack right now. I just don't know who it is. But thank you so much for being here. If I do not see you, have a happy new year. Come on, 2021. I will see you in January. Thank you for being here tonight. Tina, T. Marie's Place. Happy New Year to you. Thanks for stopping by. Live 365 is where you can see Magic of the Mouse Radio or hear it live 365. Thanks for stopping by today, everybody. Time to end the broadcast. Happy New Year to you. I will see you around YouTube in the chats. Have a good